What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. On today's video, I'm going to be walking you through the steps on how to install Windows on a freshly built PC. Now, in case you missed it, I built my first PC, which is this one right here. If you want to see how that build went, I'll leave a link right around here. Now, it's pretty simple, but for those of you that have never done it and just kind of want to see what it looks like before you jump into it and do it yourself, I wanted to put together a quick short video on how to do it. So let's jump right into it. So first thing, you're gonna need at least an 8GB flash drive to download the Windows installation media. Next, we're gonna go on Windows website and you're just gonna look for the Create Windows 10 installation media and we're gonna hit download tool now. So once that downloads, we're gonna go down here, click it to open it. Then it's gonna say getting a few things ready. So let's just give it a second. And then you're gonna wanna read this whole thing. Just kidding, let's hit accept. I mean, you have no choice. And it's getting more things ready. All right, now here, we're not upgrading this PC. We're gonna create installation media on our USB. Then we're gonna hit next. Now here, we wanna get 64-bit, because that's the best one. Windows 10, English, and we're gonna hit next. So here, we're gonna click on the USB flash drive, since that's where we're gonna be downloading it to. Hit next. Now we're gonna look for, this is the flash drive, you're gonna look for yours. If you don't see it, make sure to plug it in and hit refresh drive list, and then you should find it. Once you find it, click it, and we're gonna hit next. And now it's downloading it to the flash drive. All right, so here is my old PC. I'm going to be installing this brand new Samsung 860 EVO. Now it's a 2.5-inch SSD. So here it is, very simple install. So next we're gonna wanna grab some screws. These usually come with your case, and we're going to be screwing the SSD into the bay to be able to put it in the case. So as you can see here, I just used 2 screws, one up in that corner and one down here. I mean, you can use all 4 if you want. I don't plan on tossing my PC around, so these 2 should hold it in place just fine. But once you get those 2 screws in, we're gonna go ahead and slide this bay. Actually goes in there, so I gotta clear this up real quick. Be right back. So here's the bay, and you can just slide it right in there. You don't screw it in or anything. And then we're gonna go ahead, plug the SATA power and data cable, and these 2 should be good to go. So there we go, SATA power and the data are plugged in. Just gonna slide that all the way back in there, and then we just tuck the cables in there, don't judge, and we're good to go. So a message will pop up letting you know it's done, and it disappeared, so I didn't catch it on camera, but now you can see everything is on the flash drive. So we should be good to go ahead, move this flash drive to the new computer and boot it up. So in case you didn't see the previous video, I built this computer from scratch. So that's why I have my old one with nothing in it except, well, it was just missing a hard drive. All the old components are still in there, but I did move all the hard drives and the RAM to here. So now I have my old one set up here, so let's go ahead and start it up. Power first. And we have the flash drive plugged in right there. So here it is starting to boot up. It looks like it's already recognizing Windows. Next step is just gonna be selecting your language, time, and keyboard. So we'll hit next, and then install now. All right, so in this situation, we don't have a product key, so we're gonna have, I don't have a product key. You could always put this in later. We're gonna do the basic home, 64. And of course, you always gotta accept these things, you have no choice. Since there's no Windows on the computer, we're gonna hit custom, and we're gonna select where we're gonna install Windows. I only have 1 drive installed, so this is the only one popping up. So we're gonna select that one and hit next. So now that it's done, it's going ahead and booting up itself. All right, so here we're gonna select the region. Right keyboard layout, yes. To add a second keyboard, we're not gonna do that for now. Connect to a network. So here you're just gonna select your internet. So here it's gonna ask you to sign into Microsoft. If you don't have an account, go ahead and create one. So here you can create a PIN if you want. So we'll go ahead and create a PIN now for the computer so you can sign in easier. Here's a setting for Windows. I'm just gonna click no. I don't wanna set this up for now. So we can kind of skip this. Get instant access to your Android phone's photos text. So I'm not gonna do this, I'll do it later. We don't need this right now. I'm not gonna set any of this up, but if you want, you can kind of set it up and save, sign in with everything. All right, so right now we're not gonna download this. So I'm gonna hit no thanks. Get help from your digital assistant. We don't need Cortana on this right now, but if you want it, you can hit accept, but we're not gonna use her. Choose privacy settings, accept, leave it how it is, default. All right, so we'll be right back. So after a few minutes, this will pop up here and you should be all set to use Windows. So guys, as you can see, it's really simple and self-explanatory. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.